All right, moving on. So our next dinosaurs are what my mom calls long necks. But in dinosaur or paleontology, these are called sauropods, so the long-necked, four-footed giant dinosaurs. Um, and these toys, it's hard to tell which type of animal these are supposed to be, especially this one. The body reminds me of a dinosaur called the Diplodocus. The Diplodocus had this real long body, a real long neck, and a real long tail. But the head looks like a Brachiosaurus. And you would know Brachiosaurus, like say, if you've seen the first Jurassic Park. Actually, I think it was in the second Jurassic World movie as well. It's that tall dinosaur, got long legs, kind of looks like a giraffe. In fact, I believe Brachiosaurus means like arm lizard because the front legs were a lot longer than the back legs. It gave it this like sloped look to it. And then it's got like the round head. So basically this toy's got a brachiosaur head on like a diplodocus or brontosaur body. So brontosaurus, for example, or diplodocus or apatosaurus, a lot of these other long-necked dinosaurs, their front legs and their back legs were, I would say the back legs were longer, or at the very least they're the same size. They did not have that same body shape. They looked a little bit, almost not quite like elephants, but they didn't have that giraffe shape to their body. So it's like somebody kind of combined the two different types of dinosaurs here. If you're wondering why I keep saying brontosaurus and you're thinking, but I thought there was no more brontosaurus, aren't we supposed to say apatosaurus? The answer is several years back, scientists were studying long-necked dinosaurs. Like they basically studied pretty much I think almost every long-necked dinosaur known to paleontology, and they studied them really closely. It must have been kind of tedious, honestly, but good for them. And they thought that Brontosaurus and Apatosaurus were different enough to be different things. So they said, yes, there is a Brontosaurus after all. Now, I think some scientists did argue that no, they are totally the same thing. So it's kind of ongoing, but I've seen a lot of dinosaur books use Brontosaurus now, and I think that's awesome because I think Brontosaurus is awesome. Brachiosaurus is pretty awesome too. Interestingly enough, see if I can make this quick. So Brachiosaurus is from Western North America in the Jurassic. And when they first discovered it, I guess they didn't have a lot of bones. And then it must have been at some point after they discovered a name Brachiosaurus, they discovered a really similar looking dinosaur in Tanzania in East Africa. And they called that one Brachiosaurus too. But then it turned out when they studied it again more recently, this is more 20th century, like 1900s, maybe 2000s, they realized that no, it's very closely related, but it was not Brachiosaurus. And they called it Giraffe Titan. And I forgot to mention the important thing with this is they found more bones for Giraffe Titan than they did at least originally for Brachiosaurus. So every time you saw a picture of Brachiosaurus, like in a book, or like say the one in Jurassic Park, you're actually looking at Giraffe Titan. So there's a little dino nerd fact for you there. Brachiosaurus, here's a picture of Brachiosaurus. So that animal has a bigger, I want to say a longer body. The tail is a little different. And here's Giraffe Titan. You kind of see it there. The Giraffe Titan, I think the picture I chose for that one, it was like an orangish or brownish colored animal. The Brachiosaurus was gray. The Giraffe Titan looks definitely they're very similar, but they're a little different. And yeah, that Giraffe Titan totally looks like more what I picture when I picture Brachiosaurus. But that animal is called Giraffe Titan. Good name, right? Anyway, this one looks a little bit more like Brachiosaurus, but the head is wrong. It looks more like I feel like this head should go on this dinosaur. They need to trade heads, I think, because this looks more like a Brontosaurus head. I think I have a picture of Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus. Probably more what you picture. If you don't picture when you think of a long-necked sauropod dinosaur, you either think of Brachiosaurus or you think of Brontosaurus. Probably Brontosaurus. At least I do. This animal, this toy reminds me of an animal called Camarasaurus. Show Camarasaurus. Camarasaurus looks quite a bit like Brachiosaurus, but not quite as giraffe-like. Also, I love Camarasaurus. It's one of my favorite dinosaurs. That's a neat one. And once again, that's like one that I don't think that many people know about. At least none of my friend or family. If you'd be like, what's Camarasaurus? They're like, what's that? And it's a really well-known dinosaur. So it's interesting that when people talk about dinosaurs, we all say Brachiosaurus, Brontosaurus, Stegosaurus. No one says Camarasaurus. But it's a pretty cool dinosaur. And that's it.